Hey folks, today we're going to look at some real easy ways to weather some units. I was reading the April 2020 Trains magazine, and here's a little article by David Lustig about seeing a former Southern Pacific GP60 doing some yard work. And like a bunch of you, I have a bunch of these cheap Southern Pacific dummy units. You see them everywhere. They're usually a couple of bucks. I use them for yard filler. I'd previously done just a little bit of weathering on them, just a little bit, painted up the rails, put a little rust on them, just to make them look a little bit better in the yard. Spend about 5 minutes on each one, painting up the chains and that. But I thought, hey, with this one here, I'll bet I can fix this one up in just a few minutes. And here's what we did. So I went to my paint bin, got out some black and white, made up a little really weathered SP gray, painted up the unit, put it's not quite armor yellow, I'll probably get some of that on there, but I painted up the unit. I'd already changed the decal from 9725, which all of them were. If you look at them on eBay, people want like 15 bucks for them. That's insane. You get them for $1 or $2 at a train swap meet. But I'd switched it over to 9723 just to be different. Painted up a little gray. Put the armor yellow where the UP had repainted that. I don't have a UP decal set, so I don't have a herald on it, but I'm going to do that. And then I'll be able to change the numbers over. But with just stuff on hand, just model paint, some decal sets that I already had, and these cheap engines, I had 3 or 4 of them laying around in the yard, it turns into a fairly decent representation of the patch over that David Lustig took a picture of up in Simi Valley, and it looks a lot nicer sitting in the yard. Next up will be having trouble finding Rio Grande Jeeps. So I'm going to take one. I've already just painted it, got a coat of black on it. I've already had a set of decals for the day I would eventually find just an all-black unit or maybe the old PC unit, but I'm going to paint these up. I've been having trouble finding them. I even went to a famous hobby shop in Denver. Has a Rio Grande caboose out in the parking lot, so I thought I'd be good to go. They had one Denver and Rio Grande diesel, and it was an Alco PA, a little bit before my time. But we'll stop now, and then we'll take a look at how this one ends up. I'm being assisted by Gus the Wonder Dog here.